So Virgo, your week commencing the 9th of February on the screen, your event chart. Mercury, your ruler, moved last week into your sector of relating and can help you to sharpen up your listening skills and interactions over the next few weeks. It's joined by Venus on Tuesday, and Venus in the 7th house is one of its finest transit points. It really helps to build goodwill, harmony, and helps you to connect to people in a very skilled way. If you're wanting to bring someone into your life in a significant manner, the next few weeks can really be very important. But also at the start of this week, Venus, just before she leaves Aquarius, is in a jarring right angle with Uranus. And in fact, we have the Sun moving to replace Venus at the end of this week. So I think we need to explore this. The collective in Aquarius recently has really been pushing you to be much more conscious of daily routines, your structure, the things you're very strong on. But that doesn't mean to say it's not good to have a review. And if there's some part of those routines that is in some ways inhibiting another part of your nature that would like to be a freer spirit, that message will come through to you by the end of this week, but potentially over the next 6 months, which could see you think about leaving a job, for example, that may have served you well for a long time, simply because Uranus is really asking you to consider the concept of changing things up and not just sticking with what you know because it feels comfortable. But Venus moving into your opposite sign can help you to work through any challenges with a degree of diplomacy. But on Monday there is a quarter moon, which is going to supercharge a potential for resentment if you do feel a little overwhelmed. It's a very brittle energy between the 3rd and 6th houses. First of all, between the Moon and Mars early on Monday, then the Sun, which provides a backdrop energy for the whole week. And if there's that part of you that's trying to be very virtuous indeed and almost putting yourself under extra pressure, that's what could come up. Now, by Saturday, we do have Saturn returning back into Aries, which for you is really important because it is about deep devotion. It can be about transformation, shared finances, and longer term financial planning. And therefore, the movement of Venus and Mercury into your 7th house will make you much more conscious of what you really want from relationships. And if you're not getting what you really need, Saturn being in the 8th house is going to ask some real serious questions from now through to April 2028. It doesn't mean to say a relationship will fail. It does suggest you will perhaps need to work at the deeper, more psychological level within that tie. And if you do have differences with a partner, business or personal, around money, those could show up quite strongly. Also differences around things like intimacy, to be honest. But you have a great asset this week with Venus moving into that 7th house. And as I mentioned, if you are hoping to meet somebody new, the next few weeks, including Valentine's Day, could be particularly significant for your zodiac sign. Please join me at my new website at patrickarundel.com. We've got so much deep content to share with you. I do feel that some of the big astrology portals are rather generic. Ours comes very much from the heart. There's a sole purpose to what me, my wife and our team do. And I feel that really shows up in a powerful way. So please join us at patrickarundel.com.